What's up, family? It's your girl Fee. And so I recently took a trip to Honolulu, Hawaii, and I stayed in Waikiki. And somebody asked, "Did you get a rental car?" I said no. Then they asked, "Well, how'd you get around?" And I told them, hey, there are quite a few transportation options to get around. And if you're interested in finding out some of the ways I get around Waikiki and Honolulu without a rental car, stick around and hey, let's go. So, you want to know how to get around Waikiki without a rental car? Well, honey, let's sip this tea on Waikiki. So, my first option to get around is Uber or Lyft. Usually it's about $25 to go from the airport to downtown Waikiki. Usually you have to watch the price because it depends on the time of day that you're taking an Uber. Because if you ever took Uber or Lyft, you know the prices change. Me, I usually use Uber or Lyft to go from like the hotel to restaurants. I don't use it to go from the airport to my hotel because I'm not that patient. Just saying. My second option would be taxi. Now, the taxis are usually a flat rate also, about $25 from the airport to the hotel. If you are traveling with a lot of people or you got a lot of luggage, you got taxi companies like Charlie's where you can actually make arrangements for your pickup so they have a big enough vehicle to haul all of your luggage. I'll stick the link to them below, but they do have a flat rate from the airport to the hotel. I also don't use taxi because, child, my patience, I don't like to wait. I like to get my vacation started right then. The next one, which is one of my favorites, private car service. I like private car service because you can pay for everything up front and they are usually waiting on you at the airport. You basically grab your luggage from the luggage claim and go outside and they're right there waiting for you. Put your bags in the car and start your vacation. Now, I use Top Limousine Service and no, I'm not sponsored by them, but I've used them quite often and they have never let me down. Even when I had a flight delay, all I had to do was call them. They rearranged my pickup to match my flight. It was easy, quick. The customer service was on point. I also like to use them to do private tours. And I usually do this because I don't like to wait. You can't get your time back. So I like to see and do what I want to do on my vacation. And with a private tour, I've done the North Shore tour and I've done the Pearl Harbor tour with these guys. And what I enjoyed about it is if you're traveling with a group, you have to wait till the whole group is ready to go. Or if you have a spot like, wow, I really want to stay here a little bit longer, you can't if the group is ready to go. But with a private service, you control the time. So if there's a spot where you've seen what you wanted to see and you're ready to go, hey, you can just go. If there's a place you stop and like, wow, I really want to linger here a little bit longer, get some photos, whatnot, you can stay a little bit longer. So if you're interested, I'm going to stick the link in the description box and you can check them out. The next mode of transportation I really love is the Waikiki Trolley. The Waikiki Trolley has 4 main lines. The blue line, which is the coastline and goes to Diamond Head. The red line, which is their Heroes and Legends line. The pink line, which is the Ala Moana shopping. And the green line, which deals with local dining. And it also goes to Diamond Head. Now, for me, I normally use the pink line the most because it makes a loop from the Ala Moana Mall. It goes all the way down past the Duke statue, right by Queens Beach or around in the Cohio Beach area, goes around the block and comes all the way back down. So it makes a loop. The cost is $5 a day, and you literally can get on and off the trolley all day long. Trolley starts running about 7 in the morning and it ends about 8, 9-ish, somewhere in that area. You'll have to check the schedule. But for the cost, you really can get around Waikiki very easily, very quickly. And it's an inexpensive way to kind of get a quick tour. You don't have to get off. You can just stay on the trolley and see all of Waikiki first before you actually get off and start adventuring out. So if you're interested, I'll stick the link to this one in the description box. Check them out. A great way to get around Waikiki. So guys, the next mode of transportation to get around Waikiki is Beaky bikes. You don't hear too much about them, but they're actually bike stations set up along Waikiki. They usually start around the Ala Moana Beach Park and they go all the way down almost to Cohio and Queens Beach, close to the aquarium. You basically rent the bike, you ride it to the location, and then at one of the stations, once you get there, you just drop the bike off. There is a fee. You rent the bike and there's a time limit. I'll stick the link in the description box below. If you're one of those people that like to stay fit and don't mind a little bit of exercise, it's a great way to get around Waikiki and see Waikiki Beach. So guys, those are my top 5 ways to get around Waikiki in the Honolulu area. I'm sure there's some other ways to get around too, but these are just my top 5 that I usually use. If you found the information useful, give this video a thumbs up. And hey, I'll see you in the next one.